Well, welcome to Daily Reflections. And on day 4, we're looking at faith over fear. And, when we enter into these new places from the old, faith over fear becomes really important. See, Joshua 1:9 says, "Have I not commanded you? Be strong and be courageous. Do not be afraid and do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go." Sometimes it's about finding a quiet space and just taking a few moments and to invite God's presence into the situation. So say a prayer like this: Father, as I slow down, open my heart to hear your voice and to receive your courage and speak to me through your word. Amen. So as you do that, you then open up that you can read like Joshua 1:9 slowly, and maybe read it a couple of times and let the words sink in. See, what word or phrase stands out to you in that verse? And how do you feel as you read this commandment? Joshua was stepping into Moses' shoes to lead Israel into the promised land. A huge, intimidating task. And God didn't give him a battle plan first. He gave him a promise. I will be with you wherever you go. Courage flows from this truth. So when we see faith over fear, God's command isn't don't feel afraid. It's don't let fear control you. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's the moving forward in spite of fear, trusting that God is with you. So why struggle with fear? And basically it's about things being uncertain about your future or feeling inadequate, focusing on the obstacles rather than on God's strength. And that happens when we step into new places. So how does God build courage? Well, he reminds us of his presence. The Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. Courage comes not from self-confidence, but from God confidence. It's about him giving us his word. God's promises anchor us when emotions shift. So God calls us to step forward, trusting that he supplies what we need. So where are we facing fear or discouragement right now? And are we waiting for fear to disappear before we move forward? And how might remembering God's presence change our outlook or our next steps? Write your answers in a journal or on your phone. And don't be afraid to name your fear. Write down one area where you feel anxious, fearful, or discouraged. And find it to step into God's promises. Next to your fear, write Joshua 1:9 or another promise of God's presence like Isaiah 41:10 or Psalms 23:4. You see, when we declare God's truth out loud and we say, God, you are with me in this situation, you command us to be strong and courageous. We receive your presence and choose faith over fear. So take a small step of courage. Ask God, what is one step that we can take in faith today? Is it a conversation that we've been avoiding? Is it applying for something new? Or is it just choosing to pray rather than worry? Write it down and commit to doing it today. Pray specifically for God's courage to fill you in this area. Ask him to help you sense his nearness as you step out. So, Lord, replace our fears with faith, and thank you that we don't walk alone. Fill us with your strength and your courage, and when we feel afraid, remind us that you are with us wherever we go. Show how to take this next step in faith today. Amen. So sit quietly for a moment Listen to any prompting or encouragement from God. Write it down, and see what, if you make sense of what you've heard. And remember, courage doesn't mean you never feel afraid. It means you choose to trust God's presence more than your feelings. God is with you right now and always. As you step out in faith, no matter how small the step, God walks with you. His strength is your strength. So today's challenge is this. Whenever fear or discouragement rises, pause and speak. God is with me. I choose faith over fear.